All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at Franklin. This is the GMC Chevy dealer. Right over the hill is the Toyota dealer here in Statesboro, Georgia. Franklin Group, love them. And today we're going to be talking about some advice for you guys buying trucks. Why? It is Sunday, the last day of November of Thanksgiving weekend, Sunday, and tomorrow's December 1st, which means there will be a ton of you guys over the next month that are going to be racing into these dealerships for all truck brands and coming in to try and get your year-end sale, your deal, your best deal of the year. You've been waiting forever to get it. Look at nice single cab right there, Pro model, GMC, very nice. But you guys are going to come racing in for these year-end sales, these deals that only happen once. I'm going to give you some advice for making sure that those deals that you're looking for actually pan out in your favor. We're going to give you some hard truths to this as well too. So with that said, doesn't matter what brand, just because I'm on a GMC Chevy lot makes no difference. They kind of rearranged it. They put all their GMCs right here in the front. Guess they're trying to move them, and then they got all the Chevys lined up all the way down here. It's kind of how they have it set up here. But let's look at it from a standpoint of reality. Who do you think knows that this time of year, and see, you guys, sorry, side tangent. Somebody just gave me a hard time. You pick on Ford so much for that kind of stuff. Here, I'm gonna pick on them too. Look at this gap. Okay, we see it with all of them. Look how big that gap is. And then look at this side. Okay, it's with all of them. Look at this one. Okay, so like I said, don't think I just pick on Ford. You know, people are like, oh, he's picking on Ford. I pick on everybody. Everybody needs picking on. I pick on them about something. They all piss me off sometimes. But who do you think knows about these sales, this December thing? You think this is something new? You think it's just, it's a tax incentive? It's been around, it's been this way since the beginning of dealerships. Okay, we always have that attitude that the best deals are in 4 stages. One stage is the end of the month. Okay, that's end of the month, so they hit their quota numbers. We know that. Second one is end of a quarter. Okay, you get the, end of the quarter gets you big deals as well too, because they got to hit those quarterly deals. Third one is end of the year for the year-end sales volume, and the more cars they sell in a year, the more prices, the discounts they get, the more access to specific vehicles they get, the more ranking the dealership gets. So all those 3 matter. And then the fourth one is a combination of said. Now, December is the combination of every single one of them. End of the month of December, end of the last quarter, end of the year creates that 4th biggest, best time of the year to buy. Do you think that they don't know that that's going to happen? Okay, that's exactly, they're aware of it. Now, does that mean that you're going to get the best deal this time of year? Possibly. I think what it means is if you're somebody who doesn't know how to negotiate, you're not willing to put the time in and to learn and do this stuff, this is your best time to walk in and get the best average deal. Do you think they're going to go out of their way to try and sell these as cheap as they possibly can, when they know that so many people are going to be flocking into these doors trying to get the year-end sales? Everybody wants the year-end sales. What happens when you have a showroom with 50 people in it wanting to buy vehicles? What do you think they're gonna do? Okay, look at that. Look at the inventory levels. Okay, look around at the inventory levels. And if every day you got 50 people in there wanting to buy one of these, and this is your inventory, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tighten your belt up. You're not gonna deal as well as you think you are. Now, Chevy, GM, Ford, the manufacturers will offer some incentives through the dealers that are gonna help you. But the dealers aren't gonna give you a whole bunch off. They're not gonna work too hard. They have 50 people in there that are willing to spend top dollar, which is MSRP minus factory manufacturer incentives. Meaning dealership gets all their money, everything. The dealership gets all their money. Why would they negotiate down lower for you? They're not gonna. So this is a perfect time of year to buy for the average person that doesn't know how to buy very well. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It is a good time for you. Okay, it really is. But this is also a time where you're probably not gonna be able to push the limits. Let's use the Gladiator, for example. Okay, we see it in the Gladiator. We see all spring, all summer, all fall long, people have been able to get Mojaves and Rubicons in the low $40,000 range out the door. What? Yeah, we're talking $58,000 and $60,000 trucks for low 40s out the door. Do you think that in December you're going to be able to find those deals? I don't think you're gonna. I really don't think you're gonna. Maybe, but I doubt it. I don't think people are gonna get those kind of deals. Why? Because there's so many people that will be lining up to buy them thinking they're getting a deal. They're gonna get it for 50. They're gonna get it for 49, 50, 51, and they're gonna feel like they saved a fortune. Yet all year people were getting them for 43, 42, 44. Okay, you see what I'm getting at? That's the reality of this. So what I'm trying to say is, if your best deal in December does not end up being the best deal, if you're not hitting the numbers you're happy with, wait. Don't think you got to do it. Don't think you're missing out. It's like Black Friday sales. Okay, some companies, yes, Black Friday sales are legit. Many companies, they start hiking the prices up well before Black Friday, so when Black Friday hits, you think you're getting a whopping 15% off, but really you're not. You're getting like 5% off. And any other time of the year, they'll give you 10% off, which is actually even 5% more than your 5% off that you think you got for Black Friday. Does that make sense? Understand the reality of that, okay? That's how things work here. So be cautious with it. Shop it. If you can get the deal that you want, take the deal. If you cannot, just wait. All right, let's take a quick second, mention our sponsor of this video here, LastFit. They build some of the most amazing products. We use their stuff on everything. Every truck I own and have owned recently has been all set up with LastFit stuff. We're going to take a look at it real quick and show you some of their offering. All right, so we look at these mats, look at the coverage, look at the overlay of these things, the quality of these things, they're insane. This is high-level stuff. Look at the difference. Here it is in a Nissan. This is in a Nissan Sentra, deep dish pockets. Look at even the back end. If you got kids, like my daughter does here, and this is her car, look at that, collecting all the debris, all the food pieces, everything falling out of there, even a back. High deep dish design to these things so that you don't even have to ever vacuum again. All of the dirt and the debris will stay contained in them. Look, the size difference of these compared to factory ones too are amazing, and the price is incredible, but look at how much bigger these are than the actual factory floor mats in this 4Runner. See, a size difference is huge, and so laser fit perfect. They offer them for every single vehicle that you can think of out there, basically. Their prices are absolutely phenomenal, and the big thing, as you're looking at these, look at the review numbers. Look at the sheer number of 5-star reviews on these things, on every one of them. They are incredible quality on every kind of level. You cannot go wrong with LastFit. Okay, even if you got to wait, if you can wait till February, honestly, the deals in February and March when tax season comes around and people start getting some of their money back, they're actually pretty dang close to what you're going to, if not better than what you're going to do with Black Friday, or I mean with December savings. Okay, now again, the manufacturer rebates right now in December are always the best they're going to be at any time of the year. Most likely, usually, okay? What do they call that? Always, sometimes? Always, sometimes, mostly? That's the reality of it, is that is true. The rebates will be higher than they are any other time of the year, for the most part. However, dealerships are less likely to negotiate because of the sheer volume of people that are coming in there to buy vehicles, especially the last 2 weeks of December. When you come in here in June, July, or August, and you come to buy one, there's nobody in there. The lots are jam-packed full of vehicles, and nobody's in there. It's crickets inside. Now, at that time, the manufacturer rebates might not be that good, but the dealers are willing to negotiate and deal better. See what I'm getting at? Now, here's the other flip side. Manufacturers are not stupid, okay? They know the game. So you see, especially Fords with this all the time. Oh, we'll give you 0% financing for 5 years if you buy it, okay? Or, okay, ready? It's 0% for 60 months or $6,000 cash. It's not both. It's either or, and you cannot have one or you cannot have both. It is one or the other. Okay, it's the same thing, but really it's only $6,000. Let's say it comes out to $6,000 off on an F-150. Really? Because 2 months ago in October, You know, you could get $15,000, $16,000 off of an F-150. Now people are going to come in and get excited because they're like, oh, I got 0% for 60 months, but I couldn't get the $6,000 off. So really, you just got $6,000 off is what you got total. That's it. Which you could have wrote that money off. That interest could have been wrote off because the F-150 is made in America or assembled in the United States. Therefore, it could have actually been deducted from your taxes as taxable income through the big new bill that Trump put out there. So you should have took the discount and then wrote off the your interest that you're paying on it, is what I'm getting at here. So again, understand the reality of this. These guys, the manufacturers and the dealers, are very, very smart people. This is their game and they play it every single day. This is their life. Manufacturers, these are a product. Dealerships, this is a product. All of it is business to them. Okay, they are not your friends. They know, even though they're trained hundreds and hundreds of hours on how to act like your friend and make you think that they're your friend and make you think that they have they're in your corner. No, it's a business, and it's all designed to get you out of as much money as you possibly can. Your job is to hang on to as much money as you possibly can and get the best deal you can on your vehicle. Take advantage of that. If December is the time to buy, buy. If it is not, don't risk it. I have bought 43 new trucks now for myself and almost 100 for other family and friends. And we have been through these deals before, and we have been through these things before, and never once have I ever walked away from a deal and not found a better one. Never once. Understand it. Let that power of that sink in. Never once have I walked away from a deal and not had that deal get better shortly down the road. Food for thought. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for watching.